global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Iwuayanwu, this is former chairman of Labour Party ZLP, have opened up on the hard evidence he has against the FCT minister, the former governor of Rivers State, Wike, on the fact that come 2027 he will be contesting against the president Bola Tinubu. The facts and figures he had said to reveal in this set of which you're going to listen in just a moment, and has also sent a warning to the president. He should watch his back and come to 2027. He should never allow a state of emergency to take place in Rivers State, and the only man who can guarantee that is Fubara and not Wike, and he gave his reasons with facts and evidence. Let's dive into the interview proper. Before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. He started by saying, first of all, let me correct some certain things. We don't have two factions of the House of Assembly in Rivers State. There's only one legitimate state House of Assembly in Rivers State. Secondly, yes, I am not from Rivers State, but I have the right to speak on issues in that state. Now, let me tell you the reason why we are interested. We want elections to be conducted in 27 local governments. Don't refer me as former. I have a political party now, Labour Party. I was in Labour for 10 years, so we want to contest the election and take some seats from Rivers. That is our locus. That is why we are concerned. That's why we are saying they have lost their position or status of assembly, and it will never change forever until there is another election. And the law has made it clear. Section 109, subsection 1G prescribes that a member of the State House of Assembly can lose his seat where you leave the party, whose vehicle you got into the State Assembly to another party. You shall lose your seat. It doesn't mean court process. All these are distractions. His Excellency will say so too. It's one of the 26 states I talked about. You cannot win a seat in the State Assembly on the platform of a party. You leave it to go to another party. You can't go with the mandate. Wike said so. Wike himself said so. So why are we being pretentious? Nigerians should stop being pretentious. The law has provided for it, and that is why some of us are out to ensure that the right things are done. It doesn't need a court process, but once you have gone to the court with real fixations of frivolous, you obey the court. But they are only postponing the evil days. Those members of the State House of Assembly can never come back unless through another election or to another political party, or maybe their party will readmit them to contest, but they have lost their seat. Those particular seats are lost. Go to Supreme Court. We cannot change the goalposts. The train has since left the station. Why are we doing like this? Are we not aware that it's provided for? Supreme Court has really taken a position on it. There was no crack or division, which was a provision given in that same provision of the Constitution if there is a division in a party. And division here means division at the national level, because political party is one in Abuja, others are organs of the party. The National Executive Committee of the party or the National Convention can dissolve any state organ. Now, they now ask me, as a lawyer, you know people have right to court, right? He said, yes, I agree with you. If you take anything to the court will determine, but don't forget, they swore to affidavit in court on oath that they have left the party. PDP, they are now in APC. It does not matter whether their names have been included in the register as members or not. It does not matter if they have changed to another party or tried joining the APC. They may diverge from that. Diverge from that. It goes no matter if they didn't go anywhere at all. That does not matter. The fact that you have left, you signed it on television, on radio, and you backed it up with an affidavit in court of competent jurisdiction. If they want to destroy our democracy, let them come back to PDP through the back door. I can tell you the effect it will be very terrible in this country, and people are keeping quiet, watching what is in it. You have left. Get from the other side and recontest. That's all. Why are we behaving as if we have forgotten the rudiment of this game? They are not the first. It has happened before. This case had gone to Supreme Court. In fact, The first case was Adenende in Ondo, who took us to court when I was the national chairman of Labour Party in Ondo State. And at the end of the day, Supreme Court said, you have lost your seat. There was no division in Labour Party. You shouldn't have gone there. That's the local classical in this. So there's no division. You should stop saying there was a division. They asked again. You have maintained that Wike is planning to run against President in 2027. What evidence is there? He said, without sounding immodest, I understand this game. I've been at the top of leadership since 2005. I know the parameter. I know the barometer. And I can never be wrong. I give examples there. He's a man who has said so many things as commitment. Anybody who emerges from this convention, I will support him wholeheartedly. I have nothing to do with APC. I have malaria. And you said that I should go to cancer. God forbid. I can go on and on. Look, character is everything. Character is all. I've been a strong believer that there must be a moral contest in politics. Look, when you hurt a little child, you can easily forget it, but the little child will not forget because he bore the pains. Maybe many years later, he will remind you, Uncle, you did this to me. You'll be shocked. You may not remember. The fact is that he did him bad and you heard him say it. I need an evidence. Somebody did not ask him, look, I need an evidence to support your assertion now that he's going to run against the president in 2027. Under whose structure? He answered that question by saying he has the structure of PDP and Rivers. He has the structure of PDP in Rivers. He has the structure of PDP at the national. And he's always talking about my structure. My structure. What are the structures for? Somebody had them before you came. You see, if you're looking for evidence that something is written or that something is said, you won't find it. If that's in that game and you know how these things work, the evidence is everywhere. If I made a comment that he would run and doesn't want to run, let him leave the leadership of PDP, leadership of the party, which he is in his pocket. The caretaker committee Rivers PDP, he is holding up. I've never seen this happen in politics before. Almost everybody in PDP had let it go. We had our quarterly meeting with INEC last month or so. This matter came up that INEC, please go and conduct election in the vacant 27 seats. INEC, of course, would have joined in so many cases. Everybody became very serious. In the middle, then everything calmed down. INEC chairman said, okay, PDP representative, what do you have to say? He said, I have nothing to say. This is a party that lost 27 members. He doesn't want to say anything about it, or those who want to condemn it at it ones speaking about it. Others who want to contest are the ones speaking about it. I don't know the kind of evidence you want. I have said so. If he is not going, let us wait. You will bring me back in your studio again and tell. Then I asked him, these are strong words. Then I asked him, if Wike will run under PDP, what is he doing in APC? He said he's serving the president. If you check something, he's serving the president. If you check somebody's trajectory and see how he operates, it's difficult for you to arrive at the point where you expect him to be because you are followed all the time. If he has so many things, including serious issues, that let me not have peace if I work against this party. Let this happen to me. These are oaths he took and ministered by himself to himself. Yet he went contrary to all. He's in APC government. We have had people who are not even in party members serving in different governments in power. He answers President Tinubu. I was one of those who praised his work here. But that doesn't mean that the trouble you are causing somewhere. In fact, what he's doing is an embarrassment to the president, an embarrassment to this government. But if they are not seeing it, that's their problem. They asked him one more time. Are you surprised that President Tinubu has allowed Minister Wike to continue to do what he's doing in Rivers State? He said, well, I don't want to anticipate the president. The president is a highly experienced politician. And there are things old men don't react quickly to. He's not a young man. When an old man wants to take a decision, he wants to watch and see things for himself. The president knew what is happening in Rivers. We are talking about the constitution of Nigeria. Everything we are doing as politicians, we are supposed to be predicated on the constitution of Nigeria. So if the president has decided to watch, that is the choice of the president. Everyone has his title. The president must be aware of certain things which he cannot tell you or speak about. The last time I was in your sister's station, I was talking about all these things. They are political. Somebody called from London and asked, "What do you think is political?" I said, "They are looking at the president's seat." These are some of the banana peels. I think the president should understand this. The crisis in Rivers may snowball into a heavy crisis in Nigeria, and I know what the people there would do. Everybody is now with the governor apart from the people in Abuja. Weekends they move in. Everywhere will be on fire. Sunday when they will be going, there will be peace. Everybody will go back to their normal businesses. The point I'm making right is, who in Rivers State has not gone to pay solidarity with the governor? You see, soldiers come, soldiers go. Somebody was there before. They asked him, "Do you think Rivers State in these circumstances does not have stable government at the moment because there's no state of assembly?" He said, "No, I disagree with you. No. I disagree with you. If out of 31 or 32, 27 is gone, what is left in the state assembly? Until you conduct election, people have been arguing how can 3 people pass laws. Those are the legitimate members of the State House of Assembly, and they can do all the things guaranteed to the State Assembly to do so under the Constitution. That is another issue of judicial interpretation. No, I'm a lawyer. Yes, you're a lawyer, but you're not a judge. You are not the one going to make the decision. Yes, it is why I'm telling you that there is no faction in the State House of Assembly. The State Assembly is only one, and they know that they look at the impunity. Thank God the Court of Appeal dealt with the local government issues some days ago, that their tenure has expired. These are some of the imperious actions taken by the so-called State House of Assembly before they left. Why did they go? If they had decided to fight for Bara, they should have remained. They had the numbers, but the same appeal court gave an interpretation. That is what I'm saying. They make interpretation that would suit them. If the Court of Appeal had intended to ask them to go back, they would have said so. The court is never afraid to give orders. Status quo, as referred to by the court, was that these people have lost their seats. What was the position before they went to court? The position was that they have lost their seats. They asked him one more question. Need for discussion and negotiation would you just leave it to the court to make final decisions, or do you think that either side would be willing for a compromise? He answered, "What do you mean by negotiation? I told you here that our political parties were waiting to participate in that election. The seats have become vacant. There's nothing to negotiate. The solution is to allow the governor to perform his job as a governor. You don't sell your goats and still hold on to the rope. The man who bought the goat had to use the rope to take the goat home. You cannot be here and there. You have done 8 years. What did you forget there? This is the problem with Nigerians. When they got to the position, they don't want to leave. Some will remember that their time has come to an end at the dying minute. Allow the governor to do his job now. He has timetable for local government elections. My party, other parties are already taking the forms to run. Allow the process to be. The problem is being hashed and executed in Abuja. If Minister Wike, after listening to you, decides to step away from muddling into the political waters in Rivers State, will the governor come hard on him and the supporters? Because that might be a worry, which is why a lot of people are continuing to fight on. He now answered this question that this person. I said, I'm not Fubara. I'm not a spokesman to Fubara. I'm talking to you as one of the concerns, one that which concerns me as a political leader of a political party. We want to go and contest. We are interested in those 27 seats too. My party is interested in those 27 seats too. We have not gone to court. We are waiting for someone to intervene unconstitutionally. The only thing is if Wike withdraws, as you are saying, there will be peace. But he's not going to withdraw because of his ambition for 2027. He has to hold those structures. If not, let them go through the process. Let them have proper leadership. It will be frustrated in the last neck. Allow the structure in Rivers to cooperate. Look at PDP. I have not seen any sympathy, cooperation, or solidarity with the governor in Rivers State. Have you heard that they visited them? Have you seen it? So the handwriting is very clear on the wall. They asked him, "What do you think is going to happen next?" He said, "What will happen next is that water will find its own level. And for those calling for a state of emergency, I pity them. If you have a state of emergency Rivers, wait for it. If you want the president to declare it, wait for it. You will see it. I know what I'm saying. That's why I do that. I understand these things without sounding immodest. I understand this game, and I know the reaction of people in Rivers State. Rivers State is not like any other state. Oh. There was something President Yar'Adua saw before he entered into agreement to resolve the issue in Rivers. Our money 90% come from there. President Tinubu should not play with it. Oh. And the man that can guarantee that is Fubara, not Wike. His time has passed as governor of Rivers State. Wow. This is quite a self-explanatory. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Have a nice day.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global